Hello friends. Well, Steve and I are at Persimmon South right now. That is our Southern Ohio restoration project. And you can see Steve is working on some projects inside the camper and I'm working on some outside right now. And I wanted to show you something. So when we started our restoration project at Persimmon North, we started planting like maniacs. And I'm so glad we did, but also we could have given ourselves a bit of a break by letting some plants come back on their own that were most certainly there. So right out here by the road front, you can see this is something we have planted. This is Corylus americana, so hazelnut, because we love hazelnut so much. They've been given a couple big drinks today by us because they need it. The soils here are faster draining for several reasons, and so that's taken some getting used to. But you can see the road is right there, and then we have a lot of grass that's grown up and clover. And in here we're starting to also get some native plants. Like, check it out. Right here, we have a goldenrod. Not some folks' favorite, but a super important native plant for insects. And look at this though. I want to walk you around here because this really kind of makes it interesting. So you go, oh my gosh, you guys, but you're just letting your yard grow up. Yes, you definitely have to look at the rules where you are, but you can do some things to help yourself, like define paths and then give folks something to think about. Oh, they're not just derelict, they're not just not doing anything, they've got something going on there. I might not understand quite yet what it is, but there's something. And so Steve is mowing these areas, and we're working on some artwork for the side of the barn that will come later, or the shed, to illustrate a bit more of what we're doing. You can see that we have our first little sign up, not visible to many, but it's covering up a Bigfoot. Okay, so let's walk around here, and I want to show you some more plants that are coming up. There's a lot of asters also coming up. I'm not working on identification yet, but I recognize a lot of these as Oldfield and all asters and Canada, goldenrod and giant and tall. And so let's walk around here, and then you'll see, yes, we do kind of look still derelict, but that's just kind of the way we are also. Not really, but we always have stuff sitting there, and that's just because things take time, and that's okay. You got to give yourself a break and let yourself know that it's going to take a while. But back to these definition zones, look at this. See, we've got paths going, to our power. And then this area right in here, it's just an island. And that's because there are so many insects in here. It's been incredible. We kind of first decided where to mow based on insect activities, and including fireflies. Goldenrods, super hardy. There are also different sedges coming up here. Remember, sedges have edges. And I'm giving you this video to also give you some power, because you can see it's not perfect yet. It's not like Persimmon North. And when you see that, you go, wow, that's magnificent. But you have to also remember that's 13 years after we started. And so you got to give that time to the land. And so up there, like I said, we planted all this stuff. But we could have also waited to see what all is coming, and we still would have planted a ton in for diversity, but we would have not needed to do it so fast and given ourselves just some ease in the process. This is going to be a little area for hangouts. See, this is when you start to get those creative visions. We put the rocks in because it's very humid down here at certain times of year, and it's nice just to have somewhere that you're not standing where it's all wet. And so we're going to actually use this as an edging piece, I guess, to define an opening here. We like those little nooks, and then right in through here, we'll use a cattle panel to further create that nook and to add some vines to create some privacy from the road, and then to make it really beautiful. Eventually, we are going to have more paths coming off of here. Now you can see this land goes up over there. It's about 10 acres. The black locusts right now have brown leaves, and I don't know why they do that. I have to learn about that. Steve did know and he forgot, because we're trying to carry so many things in our minds. This is cover crop we put in, so lots of crimson clover, and then of course the Timothy and Queen Anne's lace, and all of this has come up on its own. All of it not native, but look at some of these things that are native that are coming back. Okay, so dogbane. Let's keep going. Looks like some brown-eyed Susans. And we're in a different environment here. Oh, there's another dogbane leaf beetle. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Because here we have butterflyweed coming up, Asclepias tuberosa. We don't have this just pop up around where we live. It would be Asclepias syriaca, so common milkweed. And there's multiple plants. And we were mowing this area and to have this path to go down here. And then we realized that right now this path is not sustainable. And then we saw all these butterflyweed coming in and the ironweed, and we're like, these are our allies. We have got to let them grow. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Look at that one. Look at all those buds. That is gonna be so showy. And there is white sweet clover here. Not a native, but not one we worry about either. They can be super abundant sometimes and then they fade out. So all this is to show you that just some time and patience can bring in some really important plants. And it doesn't have to all be on you, because these places also know what they're doing, and there are seeds in an area and they can grow. You're going to get the ones that are tough most likely at first, but you never know. You might get some surprises, and then that's when you go, wow, I mean, I'm doing what I can in this situation, but there's so much more going on than what I know about. And I can't diss the trees here. This place definitely has some trees. So that is a black walnut down in the valley. And then the tulip trees are amazing regenerators on these lands that have been cleared. They are fast growing, they are strong, and they're a very important tree for many. We love the blooms, who doesn't? They're huge and they have great nectar. And down here at Persimmon South, summer tanagers will feed on the wasps that are nectaring on those flowers. So super cool to see and pay attention to the relationships. So there you have it. Our project still at the very beginning, early stages, but also not at the beginning, early stages for the land. People have had their hands out of this for a little while, and the plants have started to grow in these open meadows, and the shrubs continue to grow, and the trees continue to grow, and all the birds are nesting, and we get to hear great diversity here, and we just feel really grateful to get to be part of it. And so thank you again a million times over for doing it where you're doing it, and just remember, be brave, just do it.